Good afternoon, citizens. This is Judge Wolf, here with another session of Tabletop Anthologies, Judge Dredd and the Worlds of 2000 AD. Today I am joined by Gom Dionysus playing Judge Steele. I am joined by Severian as Judge Null and Xavier as Judge Helix. If you recall, with our last session, we had an investigation ongoing where our judges were investigating new months and a batch of stolen property. The investigation took them to a separate sector, Sector 20, or from Sector 20 to Sector 8. They went to another place called Broiler Months, which they ended up getting into an altercation with some jimps. For those who don't know, jimps are judge impersonators. And then from there, they found a couple other facts. During this time, Judge Luna was with the team and Judge Steele was called back. Now, they will be switching roles. Judge Luna will be called away and Judge Steele will be returning. We will be taking things back up with our judges starting at Broiler Months, having just talked to the CFO for the company. So, Judge Steele, you were called away to fill out a little bit of extra paperwork. Judge Luna's being called away as a side judge, so you are back with us. I'd like the judges to fill you in on what they can, and let's jump into the game.
Me in.
Welcome back, Judge Steele.
Thank you. You know, paperwork get in the way of real work, unfortunately.
It's a necessary evil.
Very true, very true.
You may have heard we ran into some jimps here when we showed up at Broiler Months.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Did you take care of that? Did you squash that?
We were able to apprehend two of them. Unfortunately, Judge Helix had to use lethal force to subdue the third. Judge Lane showed up again, and she took the purpose away. After further conversation with one of the executive officers here, we found that Judge Lane may have been harassing Broiler Months on behalf of New Months.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to mute her. I know she's talking.
I mean, based on what I saw with my first-hand meeting with her, I'm not surprised. You know, she seemed to be catering to them, or there was some sort of connection that they were trying to hide but not hide. So I'm really not surprised here. I'm sure it goes even deeper than we've discovered. We just need to find that and bring it to light.
I looked up the case files that were corresponding to Judge Lane's investigation here at Broiler Months that she claimed she had, but all of the investigation had no evidence at all. So it seems like she was pursuing an empty investigation, which just lends more to the possibility that she could have been harassing them. She was supposed to report back with the results of the arrest of those jimps, but we haven't heard back yet. You may want to follow up on that.
Do they have any sort of connection with what's going on?
Yes, they were told to come and stand guard here and take care of anyone that tries to interfere, but we weren't able to get anything else out of them before Judge Lane took them away.
Do you think... disregard.
Apparently these jimps were stopping citizens around the corner from here and extorting them. It seemed like Judge Lane might be possibly working with whoever sent these jimps, but this is all speculation at this point. We need further evidence.
Judge Null, this is Judge Sanchez. Come in.
This is Judge Null. Go ahead.
Judge Null, Judge Sanchez. The lab finally finished up work with the new months that you asked. Actually, I believe Judge Luna asked to have chemically tested. there's some interesting findings about it. There's some type of an extremely addictive substance present in it, but it's organic in nature. The judge scientists were not sure if this was put there on purpose, if it was put there after the delivery. They're unsure of when it entered into the munts itself, but it's not chemically derived. It's very has all the telltale signs of an organically produced substance. So there's chances that this material might not be addictive to everyone, or it may have slipped past their sensors. Also, be advised that we dug a little further and looked into the records of new munts to figure out maybe if the munts itself, where it's growing, is being irradiated or something is happening to it. That munts farm actually delivers quite a bit to other munts dealers that produce very similar products, and we've had no reports of any type of situations with their stuff. So it seems to be regulated to new munts only.
That's good to know, Judge Sanchez.
He was talking to you directly, right?
I think it comes out over all the mics.
You'd be hearing.
Judge, do you feel that this might actually be altered in some fashion to affect only certain individuals?
That's an interesting idea. I'm not sure. The judges who are working on this material are still testing and looking through it. If we get any more information, I'll be happy to fill you in on that.
Thank you.
Also, be advised, we haven't heard anything from the sector house over in Sector 8 recently about any of your investigation. Is everything going okay over there?
Judge Sanchez hesitant to speak about it over these channels.
I understand.
We may want to meet in person to discuss this.
Well, I still have patrol to keep on. I have the rest of your squad to look after. If you feel it's that important, I might be able to break away in a little bit.
Judge, I do feel it is important enough. Maybe if you get a lunch break or your next call swings you our direction.
Well, considering it's almost 100 miles away, that's not likely to happen. But I can, like I said, I can try to see what I can do. It's all going to be dependent on how things are. Well, actually, you guys kind of don't really, do you yet? But if I get any time free, I'll do my best to end up over there.
Understood. We'll keep in contact if we need further support, but just know that we will be continuing our investigation for now unless we are needed back in our sector.
Roger. You still have free reign on your investigation. As of right now, we're able to handle at least a majority of the important calls.
Thank you, Judge Sanchez. Is there anything else?
Negative. Is Judge Helix with you still?
He is. Judge Helix.
Just wanted to make sure we didn't lose him.
I'm here, Sanchez.
Roger. Just wanted to make sure you were still kicking.
Yeah, I'm kicking. Got kicked upside.
You went on mute halfway through that.
You muted yourself.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got hit in the head, but I'm fine. I think that's probably messing up my speech matrix.
Roger. Stay safe over there.
Will do, Judge.
So,
So
your say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Do we,
Get out of here, kid.
I don't have a first aid kit. Does anybody have a first aid kit?
I'm gonna send you to an ISO cube, kid. Get out of here.
I
Yeah.
do. What was it needed for?
I got a little bit of a lump. I mean, I'm still good, but I mean, if we're going to continue out here, I'd like to get at least feeling a little better. I don't know if you got,
Yeah, you can use mine. That's fine. Didn't we all grab an extra one too anyway? Or I thought we did.
Judge Helix, this is Judge Lane. Come in over.
Hi, Judge Lane. This is Judge Helix.
Judge Helix, I'm contacting you because you seem to be the most level-headed out of the group. Be advised, we had your Jimps in interrogation, and a name came out from the one of them. It looks like the one that took the stun charges immediately that you dropped. He just said the only name he knew was the Clam, and that was it. But be advised that the other individual, the one who the bigger one, he died in interrogation. Apparently, one of the medical devices that the interrogators use overdosed him. It might be because of his size. Currently, Judge Solo, the judge involved, the tech judge, is looking into it to see if he can find any malfunctions in the equipment.
All right, Judge Lane. I will relay this information to the rest of my squad. I appreciate you getting back with us.
Roger. Just do me a favor and stay out of trouble in the sector, and the sooner you can get out of here, the better. You seem to be causing quite a ruckus around here.
We'll do our best and to keep you apprised of the situation, and thank you for your help.
Thank you, Judge Helix. Out.
As Helix out. All right, guys. I don't know if you heard Judge Lane. She just relayed the fellow that the jumper that got stunned. Apparently, the only words they was able to utter out of him was the Clam. We already know who he is.
Yes, we do.
The big guy, apparently, he wasn't able to survive the interrogation due to his size. They diagnosed him, or they gave him the wrong dose of sedative or truth serum, and he didn't survive. So take that as you will. That's just what Judge Lane relayed to me.
Should we confront Judge Lane at this point about her investigation here at Broiler Months?
Well,
We have enough proof that she has been essentially harassing this other group on their behalf, right?
Judge
I wouldn't
Steele,
say we have.
Central. Judge Steele, this is Central.
Central, go ahead.
This is Central. Be advised, we're patching a call in for you.
You're patching a call to me?
We're patching a call over to you. Be stand by.
Standing by.
Is this Judge Steele?
And who am I speaking
Steele.
to?
This is Ray. This is Ray from New Months.
Oh,
You remember?
Ray. Welcome.
Yeah, Ray.
Hi.
Hey.
What's going on?
I got some info for you.
okay. Are you safe?
No.
right.
Listen, I need to get out of here. I can't stay on here long. Okay. This is really important. So, I know there's a diner. Okay. It's called Chevy's Diner. You should be able to find it pretty easy. I'm gonna go there. It's nice and public, so I think it'll be okay. If you can
Want
make
us
it
to
over
meet you there?
If you can, yeah.
Right now?
I'm leaving here now.
Okay. If you find that you're in danger, reach out. Now.
Judge Steele, it looks as though the call was disconnected.
Copy that. Judges, so that was just a call that was patched through Ray, my informant. He said he was in danger. He had some information for us. It was pretty brief. He sounded like he might have been being surveilled or was worried that he was. Anyway, he wants us to meet it at the Chevy's Diner down there off of Carlton Way.
Well, let's get to it. Judge Helix, I'll take a look at your wound real quick before we head out.
All right, roger that. I'll take off my helmet.
You're taking off your helmet?
Yeah, so you can see.
There's nobody around. We've got a curtain up.
Okay, so go ahead and we'll say to use the medical kit. You can get a Is it the medical spray or the kit?
It's a kit. Has the sprays in it.
Okay. So go ahead and do a logic check.
Okay. And I don't have anything to add to that.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't put a tourniquet around
Sorry, I
my
need
neck, I
to-
hope.
No, you're nether regions though.
So for you, I will recover 2 hit points, and we'll do that once I get you onto the new map.
Okay.
Okay. So just
All
give me
right.
1 second while I finish setting this up. What's your guys' plan currently? I guess you guys should probably talk this out before I ask anything.
Well, while we're mounting up, I'm going to just top up my magazine and my rifle just to
Okay.
make sure it's full.
I don't assume that us showing up as judges is going to look good unless we set it up to look like we're trying to take this guy in. Because it's going to be obvious that he's talking to 3 judges in a public area. So if he's got somebody tailing him, they're going to be wise. So unless we walk in and say we have a warrant or play this off, we're going to have to go in civilians or something.
Is there any way you can look up to see what kind of vehicle Ray drives so we can pull up and look at his vehicle and maybe put a ticket on it and look for him and drag him out and make
Why
it
don't
look
you
like
run
roughing
his
him up?
Why don't you run his name through Barney, Judge Helix?
Do you know his last name, Steele?
I don't.
It was.
Let me double check.
You have it in your records. It's Honorado.
I forgot. Oh,
He's from the Montana district.
yeah. Yeah, he makes everybody pay for his shit.
Central, this is Judge Helix. Come in. I need a description of a Ray Honorado's vehicle from the Broiler Months factory.
Stand by, we'll look that up. I need a name.
His name's Ray. Last name
Roger.
Honorato.
Roger, stand by. Unfortunately, it doesn't look as if this individual can afford a vehicle. In fact, we have a record on file here that says that this individual is often eating for free at a place called Chevy's Diner.
Oh, okay. I'm familiar with that. All
Okay.
right. This is Helix out. Thank you, Central.
Roger.
Yeah, apparently this guy's a moocher from way back, so I imagine he probably doesn't contribute to pizza parties very often at his friend's house very much.
We'll keep some distance and try and get some sight on the diner before approaching.
Yeah, so I say we go in and we're just saying he's wanted for questioning in reference to this month's. We'll walk in, look around, try and find him. When we find him, drag him out by his ass, and make a scene of it, make it convincing. Take him out to our lawmasters, cuffed, and we'll talk to him. We'll fake a bus, have him pick it up, and then have him drop him off somewhere else. We gotta keep him safe. That's the point of this. He's helping us, so we gotta help him.
Yep, I agree.
All right, let's mount up.
All right.
So you're heading to the diner.
Right to the diner. Yeet.
If
all head to
possible,
the
we
diner.
should try and park like a little bit down the road from it or something, or should we just pull right up? What do you guys think?
We could do drive-by.
Nice. That was gross.
Do we want to survey the area? Well, we're not going to really need to survey the area. It'd be obvious that we're. So I think
Let's pull right on in then.
let's just go in and act like we're serving a warrant, wanted for questioning.
Roger.
So you mount up onto your lawmasters. It's pretty easy to find where this place is. You take a couple of side streets. You're not really bothered leaving Broiler Months. The droid lets you out. and you head on. Everyone before you get to the diner, do a intuition check.
And is this...
This is to kind of see if you feel anybody around you watching.
Can I use perception for that?
Yes, you can.
Oh man, I used intuition instead of perception. Dang it.
Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. Steal.
Yep.
1-6, okay. So none of you feel like you're being followed, which is good. You're just kind of going along. You're being alert. You're being perceptive, and you don't feel like you're being followed this time, thankfully. So you can see where you are on the map, correct?
Yes, top.
I got you. Yep. All right. So you guys are on your Lawmasters. You see a sign for the diner just to the south of this intersection over here to the east. So feel free to move yourself around however you want.
Where's the entrances on this thing?
The entrance to the diner is right
By the pink sign?
Yep.
Is that the only entrance? There's no back door?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, from where you're at, driving on your Lawmasters, you probably can't see if there's any back entrances, but I mean, 99% of the places at least have more than one.
Yeah. All right. So let us go in. And I'm talking to these guys through the helmet as we move. We'll come in. Somebody kind of go towards straight back in case there's a back door entrance. We got to make it look like we're trying to set up so the guy doesn't run. Blocking exits.
Roger, I'll get off my Lawmaster when we get to the door. I'll move around back if there's a back.
Going through the entrance and push towards the back in that direction. All right. Do I see anything different from this angle? Anything standing out?
No, just that there's an alley behind it. Very narrow alley with the building next door to it. There's
and the cars in the parking lot?
Yeah, there's cars parked in the parking lot.
Does it look like any of them might be the one that chased, kind of like the one that chased us, all decked out and filled with armor and explosives and other mean things?
No, there doesn't seem to be anything like that. They seem like pretty normal cars. A couple bikes there, it looks like.
I'm backing my Lawmaster into this spot so it's facing the diner.
Okay.
And then dismounting and walking over here towards Judge Helix.
Yeah, okay. I'll dismount right here, and I'm going to go towards the front entrance.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to throw some Lawmasters down just so I can make sure they're going to be where you're saying.
Yeah, you can put if you want, can you put my Lawmaster next to Null's? Because I just wanted to show this is where I was going to walk to.
Okay, give me 1 second while I find these. Where are you? I'll use the one up top.
Mine's one with the spinners on the rim.
Oh, okay. So right there's one. Yeah?
Yeah.
Second one, and then where do you want yours at, Helix?
Right next to those. That's fine.
Dubs.
Yep, that's fine right there.
There? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, the front entrance is here. Helix, whenever you get off the bike, you see that there's an alley that's connected. It's to the next door as well. But there's a back entrance. It looks like it's a service entrance where people, they take the trash out of, and there's dumpsters back there, that kind of thing.
Okay, I'm just going to keep an eye. There's a Judge Null, Judge Steele. There is a rear entrance. It's probably a service exit or entrance. I'll keep an eye on this in case we get somebody wanting to come in or out when you make your entrance.
Good idea, Judge Helix. Why don't you stand posted in front of it? I expect someone might run.
Roger.
So funny.
I expect somebody might run. Yeah, that's probably pretty accurate, actually.
People
We're trying
go
to
running
sell
when,
it here, okay?
when,
We don't know who's watching.
yeah.
While I'm looking in the parking lot, do any of the vehicles in the parking lot occupado?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. You ready now?
Ready.
All right. So we're walking in.
I'd like to, before I get inside, slide my helmet off, clip it to my belt, and see if I'm feeling anything with empathy.
So you're inside, correct? That's you? Yeah, no, that's Steel. So you're still outside.
I'm just right outside the door, yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, you feel the normal thing that you could expect whenever you approach a restaurant, right? There's people in there who are chatting with one another. There's people who are friendly. There's people who are lonely. It's starting to get pretty late now.
Where everybody knows your name.
Yes, that's pretty accurate.
Okay.
And you get there's an underlying bit of fear somewhere in there. It's not heavy, but you're definitely feeling somebody in there is afraid.
Judge Steele, someone in here is afraid of us, I sense.
That's probably our man.
I'm right behind you.
Okay. So when I walk in, I don't draw my Lawmaster. I have my hand on it though.
You don't draw your bike? That's good.
I mean, yeah, sorry, my giver of laws. So I come in, and as I come in, I'm announcing to everybody, citizens, listen up. We're looking for Ray Honorado. We hear he's here. We have information that he's here. Ray, if you're in here, stand up slowly with your hands.
So the minute you walk in, the Lawmasters have a distinctive sound anyways. There's very much people are kind of looking out towards the windows whenever you're walking in, and as soon as you announce yourself, everybody turns and looks, and it's like they're all staring, right? And then a gentleman right here kind of slowly, I know you can't really see my face, sorry, but kind of like does one of these and then slowly starts to raise his hands, right? Very slowly, and then he starts to stand up and he's like, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
I'm going to cuff him now. Just cover me. So I'm moving into where Ray is, Roy. I'm going to ask him to put your hands behind your back.
But I didn't do anything. But that's...
I'm not going to ask you again. Put your hands behind your back.
But I'm the one that...
So I'm grabbing his wrist.
Ah!
And now I'm running back. And I got him real close.
All right.
I get him real close and I say, just go along with it.
What?
But quiet enough that only him and I can hear it.
What'd you say?
Shut up. So I'm cuffing his arm, hands. All right. Citizens, we're sorry for the disturbance. We will leave you be. Enjoy your evening.
Judge Steele, why don't you take the back exit? I wouldn't want to cause more of a scene in front of this establishment here.
Okay. All right, so I'm walking Ray out. I got my hands on the handcuffs in between so I can control him. And we're going to walk towards the back entrance.
Okay, so you walk him towards the back entrance. He seems to relax. He looked really panicky to begin with. Like holy crap! Like I called you.
Happening?
So yeah. So but he goes along with it, and he kind of is looking around. He's like, what? I didn't do anything. He's starting to overact a little bit now. He's like, I didn't do anything. You got nothing on me, coppers.
As he's keeping doing that, I'm gonna just twist the chain on the cuffs so it really fucking yanks on us.
What the fuck,
so
man?
He shuts up. Keep moving and shut up.
God, okay, fine, jeez.
All right, so we're gonna walk him out. Helix, we're on our way out.
Roger. I'm gonna open up the door for him.
All right, so help me escort him to our bikes.
I'll grab him by one arm and help him along.
I'm on the opposite side.
I'm going to hang back for just a moment to see what happens in this diner.
Okay.
Everybody immediately starts talking about what they saw. Like, oh my gosh, what did he do? He's a regular here. Like what the heck's going on? This is crazy.
Are they filming? Are they filming us?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They definitely
Good.
doing one of these, right? Oh, that makes me go invisible. Right.
Come on, Mr. Honorado, keep it moving.
There's no one else that I see
brother.
trying to leave the diner or anything, though?
Nope. Everybody seems to be pretty chill.
Okay.
They're just more in amazement about what happened.
All right.
Apparently, this guy comes here quite a bit.
Well, I have to find a new diner. I'm gonna lean him up against the bike. Or actually, not lean up, just gonna turn him around.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do a quick 360, make sure there's nobody with an earshot.
As you kind of, Null comes out, there's the sound of the door, the back door opening and closing, and you hear a voice.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Excuse me. Mr. Honorado did not pay his bill again. Excuse me.
No, can you get this?
Ray, would you pay your bill?
Man, I ain't got no money. Can one of y'all get this?
Ray, you're going to have to pay your bill.
I'm telling you, Judge, I ain't got no money. I didn't even...
I'm gonna search his pockets for money.
He ain't got none. He will give you the shirt off his back, though.
Oh, that's nice of him.
And some pocket lint.
And some pocket lint.
Robot, what is your name?
I am Walter That Cooks.
What's Ray's tab?
Walter, we'll handle this. Why don't you remain inside?
According to my programming, I cannot leave until I receive some type of payment for Mr. Honorado's bill, or else I have to call the authorities.
We are the authorities.
Roger, but it is in my programming that I will call Sector 8's authorities and report even if there are people on premises.
Is there a way I can pay this thing?
I mean, judges all have kind of a fund that they can, pull money from and give credit to.
All right, so I'm gonna do that and pay this bucket of bolts.
So walk to where you're gonna pay him. Like, show me. Like, tell me exactly how this is gonna happen. Right? Describe it. Like, okay, so you're
Robot. Oh, you're on me.
Right here. So that's where you're gonna be whenever you give him the money.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna hand it out to him like that.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So the robot takes the money and.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate you paying for Mr. Honorado's bill. Please be advised that if Mr. Honorado does not pay his bill, once again, we will have to call the authorities.
We will let him know. It'll be a while
Thank you,
probably
Judge.
before he returns anyway.
Thank you, Judge. Good evening.
Thank you. Good evening. All right. So there's nobody else with an earshot in the area.
Nope. Actually, before I mean, if you're waiting to make sure that there's nobody around, go ahead and do me an intuition check.
Is that for everyone?
Yep.
Okay. Perception with that?
I'm going to use
Yes.
perception this time.
Yep.
That was one I didn't get, but I did get foresight.
You're a force.
I actually. I'm going to use tactics instead of foresight.
Okay.
There it is.
One second. Sorry, I wanted to get a little bit better of a screen. So none of you notice anybody around. There's nobody watching you. You feel like it's pretty safe to do your business.
Ray, we did that to keep your identity safe. You understand?
Yeah, but you embarrassed the hell out of me, man. I can't.
Okay,
I'll never be able
well-
to come back here.
You'll be safe, and
Sounds like
we'll
it's
also
for the
be
better.
sending you away in a bus They will return you shortly. We need to keep this in play.
Okay.
Remember, your number one priority here is to keep you safe.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's going on?
So, whenever you guys left, Dr. Chin was kind of being a little, I don't know what the right term would be. What's the politically correct term for her being a total C word? She was being she was just really rude. She was just being mean. She kind of berated me, saying that I made her look foolish in front of the judges, and I didn't even know that the recordings were deleted. I didn't do any of that. And you saw what happened.
We're not here to talk about your feelings, Ray.
You just asked me what happened. I'm trying to tell you. Give me a second. Jeez. Do you have any, this is a story. I can't just tell you everything right off the bat. Jeez. So, can I keep going?
Continue.
Can you take these handcuffs off now?
No.
This is really uncomfortable, man. I called you. I called
Look,
you.
If you turn around, I'll loosen them up, but they need to stay on.
Okay, all right.
We don't know who's watching, so I'm gonna turn them around and loosen them up a little bit.
Okay. So you turn around and loosen them up a little bit. He says, so all the videos in the hard drives, they basically were all corrupted up until a certain date. And so I went back and I started tracing it back, and it looks like one of our other workers there, his name's Russ Hamilton. He's an IT guy. He kind of keeps a watch on the network and helps work with the droids that the droids themselves can't do, like all the repairs, like the memory wipes. Well, anyways, I was watching him, and he came in real suspicious, and he stuck something into one of the hard drives, and then he left. And I checked on the records for the payroll, and he hasn't been back since.
When did he first start working at New Months? Do you know?
I have no idea. I can tell you he's been there at least as long as I have, and I've been there for 5-10 years.
Do you know where Russ lives?
I know that he lives nearby, but I don't know what block he lives in.
That's okay. We'll look up his information. Do you have any other information for us?
No, it was just really weird because I tracked the video back just a little bit further, and I did a little bit of a check, and there's a video of him the previous day talking with Dr. Chin, and it seemed like it got pretty heated.
When
Did
he
you,
inserted... Sorry, go ahead. Did you have something?
Judge Steele, go ahead.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Yeah. When he stuck something into the computers, do you know exactly what he did or what he was doing? Were you able to look into that at all?
It's right after he did that all the videos started going corrupt, and a lot of the records, it seems like. Whenever I checked records before that, I went back and checked records of testing with some of our other products, and it came out fine. Everything was fine. It was just after that time that everything started to go corrupt.
Did he take whatever device he shoved in there with him?
Yes.
Was the argument...
Wait. What was your question? Say that again. I'm sorry.
Whatever device he stuck into the computers,
Uh-huh.
did he take it with him when he was done?
No, I don't think he did, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay. Once you're released, I'm going to need you to find that item. Take it.
Are you going to handcuff me again?
Do you want to remain safe?
Well, if they start looking at the backlog of what videos are being checked, this is starting to smell like a conspiracy. There's a lot of conspiracies out there. You want to hear about a couple of them?
I don't I want you to look what's on the device. I want you to just take it for me.
Dude, I'm HR, man. I don't know a lot about tech. I just know a little bit, like enough to do my job.
Like
Do
I
you
said,
feel that you're currently in danger?
I'm worried about going back. I mean, Dr. Chin gave me the up and down, man.
We could arrange for you to be transported to an eye block here.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, do you want
Judges, what do you think of that? And I'll step away from him for a second, so he's,
for our watchers who may not know everything about Judge Dredd, an eye block is basically what's the equivalent of what the hell? Witness
Safe house.
protection. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a safe
Yeah,
house,
what's-
but it's extremely heavily guarded with judges and equipment and weapons and all kinds of fun stuff.
okay.
Yeah, I think that'd probably be best for him because right now he's our only witness that's willing to talk to us.
Judge Steele, what was your plan for him?
Well, it sounds like this Mr. Hamilton had possibly left whatever this device is hooked up to the computer system. I wanted him to go back and retrieve it for us. But if he's not safe, then it's not worth it. Also, if we send him out in an eye block, it needs to be in our sector.
That's going to be difficult to transport him there. But I do agree.
Okay.
Out of character, can we transport people on our Lawmasters? I'm not sure if there's.
Not really.
Yeah.
I don't think there's at least all the pictures I've seen, it doesn't look like there's much of a back seat. Like that's where equipment's held and stuff like that.
All right. Judge
Can I
Steele,
try and reach out to? Sorry, go ahead.
I think I trust this sector's eye block enough. I have enough faith in the system that Judge Lane, if she is corrupt, it's not extending further than one judge.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like, so just looking at some pictures, it looks like there's an equipment compartment behind the driver's seat.
Yeah, we'll just cut them up and push them in, and then glue them back together.
That's a good idea. I like it.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we can try and have him retrieve that, but he seems to fear for his life at this point.
Look over my shoulder where Mr. Honorado is, and I'm going to say, do you think you can get that done, or do you think it's going to be too dangerous?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends, like, are you going to pick me up right after? Or, like, I think I'll be okay going into the building. It's just leaving.
That you think that they'll know if you take it?
I don't know if they even know it's there.
Okay. Then why would you be afraid to leave?
Because if I go back there and there's been anybody looking at what kind of stuff I was doing, like Dr. Chin, if she was looking at stuff and she ends up, hiring some thug to murder me as I come out, they're not going to know I'm coming in. They're going to know I'm coming out, though. You know what I mean?
Why don't we go talk to Dr. Chin with you?
Okay. She might not be there, but
if
it's
you
starting
suspect,
to get pretty late.
If you suspect that something was done maliciously to your system, then she should be concerned about that, correct?
Yes. I mean, she knows about it. Your judges came over whenever you were here the last time.
So she wouldn't likely have any problem with us trying to retrieve this device.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know her that well. She's basically, she's not my boss, but she's high enough up that she basically runs most of that place.
Judges, should we escort Ray?
probably be the safest thing.
Yeah, I think so. If we're not going to take him back to Newmont's or to get these items, then yeah, he needs escorted.
Do you usually walk on foot or take transit of some sort?
I take the public transit. It's free.
We'll follow behind.
Okay. So, that what you're doing?
Yeah. Yeah, if he's nervous, then we're not going to push it.
Okay. So I'm going to move the map over back to Newmont's and get you guys on. I think you guys are already here. Yeah, you are.
So what time is it at this point? Pretty late?
It's probably getting to be maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah, it's late.
We work hard.
Would it be better for him? Would it be better for him to show up to his normal shift and leave at his normal time, and we just pick him up? I mean, it'd be suspicious him wandering in off shift.
3 a.m. Remember Terminator 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. We should probably escort him to the house. A safe house. Maybe chill until his shift starts and then do it.
So are you going to let him go back to his house and you're going to protect him there, or?
No, I was just talking about the I block. We escort him there and stay with him there.
You're going to have to get in contact with the sector here. It's not like something that you can just walk into and be like,
No, I understand that.
I'm from Sector 20, homie.
Hey, guys. Yo. Okay. You want to make a call? You guys want to do it?
Go ahead, Judge Steele.
Judge Steele to Central.
Central, go ahead.
Central, we need a bus down here for an escort to an I block for one subject.
Roger, subject's name?
Ray Honorado.
Reason for protection?
Affirmative.
No. Reason for protection? Question mark.
Witness. He's a witness. He's a...
Can't remember the fucking word.
Informant.
Thank you. He's an informant for us? Oh, God.
He's an informant for us.
What case?
This will be the Newmont's case. Case number...
Roger.
20145.
Roger. Stand by. Roger, we have an I block opening that's pretty close to your current position. You can go ahead and take them there.
Copy that. I'll let these guys know. So we can't transport on our bikes, right? So we gotta wait for a bus for him, or is he gonna ride with us?
Yep. No, bus would show up, pick him up, take him to the I block, and
Not
then you
the
guys
bus.
can either get some rest at the I block or continue on.
I think we should get some rest.
Yeah, I agree. We could do shifts.
Okay.
I don't think we need to do shifts at the I block, Judge Steele.
Okay.
So with are you guys going to rest then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So with rest, that would put Helix back up to full. The next morning comes, and Ray is ready to go. He gets on public transportation outside of the I block, and I'm sure that you guys follow along behind. Is that the goal here?
Affirm.
Okay. And so that puts us out to the new map. I assume that you can see yourself, right?
Yes.
So he gets off the bus near the front gate and, waves goodbye to the robot and then's like, I'm going to head into work. Whee! Goes through. Okay, now where are you guys going to be? And what are you doing?
I don't think we should hang out directly here while his shift is going on, but we can come back close to when it ends.
Well, if he's just walking in to retrieve that and come back out, we could park along the street just down the road, where we can still see the entrance.
Okay.
Are there cameras on the exterior?
There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I think we should park on the road.
Yeah, I agree. Just be a little more inconspicuous.
Because we're not going to be able to see in the building anyways.
Okay, go ahead and position yourself wherever you're going to be.
I don't see our tokens.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
bottom left.
I see them now. I got it.
I don't know where a good.
Just gonna go up here. Are there? Is there anyone in the booth there?
Just a droid.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna park right there, and I guess we could just wait for him.
Yeah, that's fine.
So he goes in. About an hour goes by, nothing happens.
Uh-oh. I don't think
Should
Ray
we
got
wait?
lost.
We should probably go in at this point.
You're
I
going to
don't
go
know.
in after an hour?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. If he was supposed to go right in and out, I don't know that we would even wait that long, but.
He is
just-
kind of talkative, though.
Judges, maybe we can go inside and say that we're doing follow-up investigation.
That sounds good. We can do
Okay. You can head in.
that. All right.
I still have my helmet off, so as I'm approaching the building, I'm concentrating and seeing if I'm picking up any strong emotions from just inside.
There's it's just you feel a lot of work going on in here. So the
Okay.
parking lot's starting to fill up. People are coming in for their shift. There's definitely people coming in. I don't have all their tokens on here, but there's definitely a lot of people coming in to do their thing. Some lab folks. There's a lot of what people look like to be business administrators wearing, suits and stuff like that. There's a couple of people, just coming in. So you're getting kind of like a rip roll of emotion, right? Some people are dreading being there. Some people are, not having a good time. Some people are like excited about the work they're going to do, so on and so forth. You don't feel any murderous intention, though.
Okay. I'll just keep going inside.
Yeah, I'll follow behind him.
Okay, go ahead.
Nope.
This has got to come off for a little bit. It's pushing on my new glasses and giving me a headache.
No glasses.
Woo! Oh, thanks, Brett.
Thanks,
Appreciate
bro.
that.
Thanks, baby.
Were you just waiting for the helmet to come off? I appreciate that.
Holy shit. Thanks, Grunt.
Nice.
For that. Giving out
Right.
5 subs. My
Thank
man.
you.
Thanks, brother.
My man.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. You're awesome, buddy.
He's a good man.
Yeah. So you walk in and you see the gentleman that was there the last time. And yeah, you are. You are definitely a founder, and we love you very much. Make sure you get over to our Discord so we can, have a chat every so often. Maybe get you in a game sometime.
Yeah.
So I completely lost his name from my notes.
Michael.
We're gonna call him Mike. Ah, yeah, I was about to say Michael too. That's awesome.
Michael, the testing facility?
Michael, the testing facility.
Mike is secretary.
Mike, he is an executive assistant. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Thanks, Grunt.
Thanks, Grunt. Wow. I keep that's awesome. He sees you and he immediately stands up and he's like, "Judges, so nice to see you again. I would have thought your investigation would take you somewhere else now."
Mm-hmm. Michael, our investigation has led back here. Once again, we'd like to speak to Dr. Chen.
I can see if she's in her office if you just wait a minute.
Yes, please.
Gentlemen, I'm going to use the bathroom. Oops.
I'm going to use the facilities, gentlemen.
Steele's going to use the facilities, or you're going to use the facilities?
No, Steele.
I have no idea where the facilities are at in here.
Which one's male? Which one's female?
The one on this one right here is male.
Goigle.
So while you're in there, you start to hear.
Citizen, are you in need of assistance? That's awkward asking in this room.
Hold on.
So I'm gonna walk through and push open the doors.
Wait, go away. Go away. It's okay.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna wash my hands. Wash my hands. I'm out.
Right,
Nothing to see here.
There's a bloop, and then Ray comes. Wait, come back.
Yes,
so
sir.
whenever you see Ray come out, and there's a piece of toilet paper stuck to his foot.
That's good.
During this time, Michael comes back out and says, sees Judge Helix, and he's like, "Where did the rest of the judges go?"
Judge Steele had an urgent gastrointestinal emergency.
Oh, I didn't even know you judges actually had internal working organs. You guys are so tough and big.
That's good.
Well, he had a bad taco at the Chevy's Diner.
We're only humans, Michael.
I've heard about that place. You don't want to go there. The food isn't that good at all.
I advised him not to eat it. Wasn't even sure if it's actual beef or synth beef or whatever. I don't know what it was. Anyway.
Can I help you, judges?
Yes. Judge Steele will be back shortly. We're just following him. He had to go use the restroom. He'll be back in a minute.
We do not allow people to just go wandering around our facilities. We do have very stringent health codes here, Judge.
Well, he didn't wander. He knew right where to go.
I hope that whenever I go and check security footage, that this isn't the case, or that is the case, because I will file a complaint.
Of course, do what you need to do, Dr. Chen. We're here to follow up on our investigation again. What sort of relationship does your company have with Judge Lane?
With Judge Lane, I mean, she is the judge that's in charge of our area. She's been here for several investigations. I'm telling you, those people over at Broiler Months have an effect where they end up calling and they put complaints against us and say we're breaking health codes, and they're just terrible people.
Do you have any solid evidence of this?
I've actually talked to Judge Lane several times and had them investigate whether or not there's a connection. She stated that there isn't, but I don't believe that's true.
There is no evidence found, and we'd like it if you would stop making such false accusations. It's tying up a lot of resources here where it's unnecessary, and you could be held liable for wasting the Justice Department's time and resources. I think you understand what comes along with that.
We're not wasting anything, Judge. You came here because we were robbed.
Yes. On that subject, have you had any further conversation with your employee, Ray, about that situation? Is there any other information that you would be able to provide?
I had a talking to with him about the situation, but other than that, I don't even know if he came in today.
You haven't seen him.
No, I haven't seen him. Not this morning. I've been very busy prepping for our next set of experiments.
Well, it's rather troubling that he has not shown up after we found the corruption in your system. Is there any sort of tracking that would have caught him walking into the building that we could check? Is there someone else we could talk to?
Here. The cameras are always on. Michael, did you see Ray come in today?
Yes, Dr. Chin, I actually did. He went right about his work, so he should be here.
There you go. I'm not sure why I'm needed to answer these questions. I am incredibly busy, and I'm going to ask you honestly, and I want a real honest answer. Did Broiler Months put you up to this?
Broiler Months? We don't work for Broiler Months.
Well, this isn't the first time that judges have shown up here and started asking me specifically strange questions like this. These are questions that my executive assistant could handle.
What other judges were talking to you?
Well, I've already mentioned that Judge Lane has been here several times, as has one of her coworkers. I believe his name is Judge Solo. After you left, he came back last night and went through our systems to ensure that everything was okay, and then left again.
Did Judge Solo say anything else about what?
Stop. Going back up to Judge Steele.
Sorry.
So, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I
should have watched it. Whoops.
So Raymond's like, what's going on? What are you guys doing here? I thought you were waiting outside.
We were. You took longer than an hour.
Well, I kind of had a little bit of gastrointestinal problems. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I didn't have any way to. I mean, what was I going to do? Well, I can't call you up and be like, "Hey, Judge, I'm going to take a shit." Okay, and it's
I
like
understand
the third
that,
one I've taken this
but
morning.
we're concerned for your safety, so that's why we came in to see what was going on.
You want to be concerned about my safety? Don't go into that toilet stall if you do what I mean, right?
Now wash your hands, you sick bastard.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry. So yeah, Judge, I went and checked. The first thing I did was I logged in like normal, and then I went and checked the computer, and that device wasn't there. And so I went and checked around into the different bits, and there wasn't in any of the computers. I went and checked with the droid that kind of does cleaning service around here, and it wasn't in the lost and found. It wasn't in any of the leftover tech equipment. It was just gone.
Okay. All right. Go back in the stall, wait 5 minutes, and then come out
I
after I
can't go
leave.
back in that stall. I can't go back.
Go back in the stall.
I can't go back in that stall, Judge.
Then go to the one next to it.
I kind of ruined it. Okay. I'll go to the one next to it.
All right. I'm gonna leave.
So you were saying, Judge, I'm sorry.
Did Judge Solo mention anything else about why he was here? And
No.
Can you tell me exactly where he went in your building?
No, I can't. All I know is that Michael, you were here. I was in the lab during this time. What did that judge come in and do?
Well, he's starting to look a little nervous now, right? Well, he said that he had forgotten some of his equipment, and then I said, go ahead and go back and get it. I don't know, he was here like maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I figured maybe he just had, Judge Steele just went and used the head, so maybe he had to as well. I don't know.
And he disappeared to where?
He went to the back where you and Judge Lane and Judge Solo were working on that computer with Ray.
Doctor, is there a camera in that room?
Again, Judge, I'm trying my best to be as respectful as possible. Is this something that my assistant can handle? Because I really need to get back to work.
Yes, we can work with Michael for now. If we need you again, we'll have him fetch you.
Thank you.
Air flap.
So Michael says, he's like, yeah, I can pull up the cameras if you want.
Yes, I'd like to see the footage of Judge Solo.
Okay, hold on 1 second. And so he turns the screen around to you, and it shows when he first got there while you guys were there. He goes in, he comes out, he sits on his bike for a few minutes. Looks like he's got his hand up to his helmet. He rides off, and then Michael says, "So this is the information I have on a judge showing up. Let me see if I could pull up. This is whenever he was there with you guys, though. Hold on." I don't understand this. The corruption in the system must have spread out further, because I can't seem to pull up any other video of him. There's video right before, but not while he was here.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
They're an
I'm
IT
sorry
guy.
that I
Oops.
can't help you.
Michael?
Yeah?
Michael, my friend? Is there an IT guy that can check to see if this is recoverable in any way?
Well, our normal IT guy, Russ Hamilton, hasn't been showing up to work. He didn't show up today. We have the droid TK421, but he was a little finicky. I can see if he can do something.
You said Russ Hamilton?
Yeah, he's been a longtime employee here. Nice guy. He's getting up in years a little bit, but I think there was something wrong with his wife. So I thought maybe that's where he is. He hasn't called in, though. Usually whenever they take to a med center or something, they can, he has time that he could take off.
Okay. Are you able to give me his address? I can send judges out to do a welfare check on him.
Yeah, absolutely. He actually is in apartment 4219 of the Cesar Chavez block.
Okay, thank you. Oops.
Yeah. Who's this guy?
Thank you, Michael. I believe that's all the information I need. Judge Helix, Judge Steele, do you have anything else?
Not at this time, no.
Okay. If there's anything else I can help you with, always feel free to call or stop in. I'm always happy to help.
That's clear. Well, I appreciate it. It's much nicer hearing the tone that you give us, other than Miss Chin.
You're gonna have to forgive her. She's under a lot of pressure right now from corporate. And there this whole new months thing. And the with here at Flavy, we're having that issue with the the months and all that stuff. It's been kind of a problem.
A lot of normal routine things not happening lately because of it.
Well, that's a difficult question to answer, Judge, because I don't know how to put this. You guys showed up yesterday, and it's very strange for us to have, judges come in at all, let alone from a entirely different sector. And, we're getting phone calls from corporate now because we have judges coming in all over the place. And it's just been busy times.
Have you seen any judges come through here other than us, Judge Solo, and Judge Lane?
1 second. I'm going to do a quick transition, so you're going to get Dredd popping up. And I want to back up because one of the things that happened was I accidentally said that this company is New Months. Remember that New Months is the actual new flavor. Yeah. This is Flavy Lake. So I'm going to do a quick transition. Dredd will pop up. There we go. I wanted to get the situation stuff up there, and it was kind of, things were being blocked up, so I just looked at the stream. Sorry about that. So yeah, there's just been a lot going on. So go ahead. Sorry.
Me? No.
I just completely forgot what I was asking.
You were asking about the judges and if there were any others.
Oh, any other judges showing up?
Yes.
Than Lane.
I mean, you know, we had there was a. I remember last night seeing a couple of judges drive by, but they were in a car. It was kind of weird. They were just driving by, and they drove by a couple times. I wouldn't have thought anything of it, but they didn't have helmets on. But I could see their shoulders, you know. And you get kind of bored here late at night. This has been the most excitement I've had in a long time.
They only drove by. You didn't see them stop, or?
No, they drove by several times and then left. Like.
Okay.
They might be the guys you busted last night.
Yeah, sounds like it. Thank you again, Michael.
Yeah,
we'll be
anytime.
In touch. I'm gonna step over like towards the front entrance, away from Michael. Judge Steele, did you learn anything? You seem to be going long. I assume you were doing something of importance.
I actually ran into our friend who's having stomach issues. Said the item's gone. So that's where we're at with that.
It's interesting. That lines up with the missing video that we saw.
Yesterday, when I was after that encounter with the people outside of Broiler Months, when I was radioing Sector 8, there was some radio interference where they pretty much immediately cut out like halfway through their transmission. So there's something weird going on. I didn't relay it to you guys at the time, thinking maybe it might have just been a technical error, but with all this weird electronics things happening, I figured I'd let you guys know.
This concerns me that both Judge Solo and Judge Lane are involved with something malicious.
It's weird that they would be monitoring our communications with their sector command and cutting us out or jamming us or something.
Yeah. I wonder if something's intercepting the signals.
Maybe we should be real careful what we say over their sector channels.
Yeah, agreed.
We have a lead with this Russ Hamilton.
Should we
check up on that before we confront Judge Lane and Judge Solo?
Yeah, I think the more information we have, the easier this is going to go.
Yeah, we want to make sure we got everything zipped up tight because we don't want to look like fools on our first outing.
Especially when accusing a judge of some things.
Yeah, that's...
Let's mount up then.
I'm right. Mount up.
Is Ray going to go back to the I block, or where's he going to go?
He's at work right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
All right. Yep, I guess mount up.
Yeah, we'll go to Chavez, Caesar.
Okay.
I'm gonna pee real quick.
Okay. You go make wee-wee. Anybody else need to use the head while we're waiting on him, or can we talk through some other stuff?
I'm good. I can talk through.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna need to.
I mean, I'm remembering right that communication got cut off. I'm pretty sure.
No,
it did.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it did. You are 100% accurate that happened. So some stuff that we can handle while he's coming back. I need to kind of get set up really quick, anyways. So you definitely want to be wary of doing any kind of, how do I want to say this, accusations against the judge, right? Because judges are trained for 18 years, sometimes more, depending on what it takes, and
they're pretty much unimpeachable.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very, very big deal to, accuse somebody of that. There's a whole unit that specializes in that kind of thing. So
trying to remain as skeptical as possible, but it keeps kind of pointing back towards it. So
what?
What? Say what?
Okay, so give me one more second. You guys can see just a big black blob right now, right?
Correct.
Affirmative.
Okay, good. I'm going to change the number on that 4219 because I thought I could edit these numbers really quick. We're going to go with 6510 instead of 4219. Okay, give me one more second and... Okay, that'll do with that. Cool. All right. So Cesar Chavez block is, it's not the nicest block in the world, but, none of these places are. So it is what it is. It's pretty easy to find. Thankfully, there's not a lot of, juveniles, keeping you held back. You end up taking an elevator up to the 65th floor now. Sorry. Was originally going to be the 40s, but I didn't have time to change it. And let me get you on the map, and we shall carry on, my wayward children.
Just stop the music.
I restarted it.
Okay. I thought I'd heard a change. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, I just restarted it because sometimes I end up forgetting to get it going. Okay, so there you guys are. You see yourselves?
Yes.
Okay, you can see the light? Yes?
Yes.
Light, yeah.
Okay. Let me... Why isn't it letting me... Oh, because I got two of you selected, that's why. Let me take care of Helix real quick, because I don't think he has light. Vision.
Our
bright lights.
order changed, Wolf.
What do you mean?
I'm under Helix. He's under Null, and
Okay. Let me fix that.
that might have happened when I accidentally stopped my video.
It's almost like someone was messing with the video.
Huh. I bumped the stop video button.
Thanks. Let's see here. Okay, you go over there. Come back over here. Geez, and it completely screwed it up. Thanks. It's like nobody's in the right spot.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steele.
I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
what you didn't mean to do and what you did are...
That's what he gets for having all caps lock for his name up there.
Hey, I'm here to make a scene.
All right. Coming across. Judge Dredd, shooting the bad guys. There we go. All right. So now you should be able to see your light. So you come up through the elevator. You kind of walk around the block a little bit, trying to get your situation kind of set. You notice that there's a shop to the south. You see what appears to be like a kind of like a place where you can just hang out and sit. This is getting up towards, we're already into the next day. A lot of people are probably sitting in their areas just BSing. You hear a little bit of noise coming from over here. It's kind of hard to see from your position what you're looking at. And then you can go to the north. The south looks like it's kind of blocked off for whatever reason. You want to go ahead?
And we're looking for 6219 now? Is that what you said?
6510. Yep.
6510.
Yep.
What are the numbers next to us now?
This one right there, it looks like 6518. So you can start moving, and that'll start to clear up things so you can see it.
I'm going to hang towards the rear of our formation.
I can go abreast with Null.
Okay, go ahead.
Whoa, that's wicked.
What the?
Yeah, how it
The
reveals
white-
things that are attached to your character.
Yeah. So we'll have more and more of that kind of stuff. I've been working on it.
I'm just gonna hang here in this hallway, monitoring the intersection for movement.
Okay.
It didn't clear for me as I moved this direction.
Where?
There it is. Thanks.
Sorry.
Um,
Got it?
Yeah, it did now, but I think it's somebody else moved.
That's because Null moved over.
That's because you're not set to see.
See me. Thank you.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go, Steely Seal. You're set up
Is
now.
this like a common area?
Yeah, it looks like an eatery. People are kind of sitting in there, BSing, eating, you know.
Citizens?
Citizens.
Tip my hat.
They kind of stop and look at you.
Hey,
Judge Steele.
affirmative. Coming.
There's some trash in the hallway. It doesn't look very nice.
good.
You can't
Just
see into that
continue.
bathroom. I don't know why you can see into that bathroom, but you can't.
It's public.
Or that apartment. I made this so that I can reuse it from time to time, you know, and just use different rooms.
Hey, there's Phil Fry.
I know him.
Hey, Phil Fry. Yeah, he's dead, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or is
You
he
guys-
back in time? Or in the future?
You
Probably.
guys want me to maintain this distance, or want me to move up closer?
No, come on up.
I have my helmet off, so I'd just wave up the hallway towards you.
It is incredibly hard to feel anything right now because of, you got to think in a block there's like 50,000 people, right?
Yeah,
Um, But I will note that you're not getting anything from the block room.
yeah. Okay. I'll knock on the door.
There's no answer.
Is it unlocked? Does it open?
It's unlocked. It immediately opens.
All right. I open
Oh,
it.
my
Go ahead and go
law.
through.
Oh no.
Oh, that don't look good.
As soon as you walk in, there's a dead body on the ground, and the blood is just beginning to congeal. So this looks like it was done very, 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 very recently.
No, let's
From where
secure
you are, you
the.
can see. Sorry, one
Let's
second.
secure the area
Where you-
first.
I said 1 second. From where you are, you can see that there's a door here and a door here.
All right. I'm going to open up this door. Judge Steele,
Come on,
check the other door.
I'm going to securely keep the hallway secure.
Sure.
All right, stop, Steele.
Clear.
All right, get back, Steele, get back. Never mind, it's already too late. Okay, go
I
ahead.
didn't see anything.
No, I know, but it was nothing. Go ahead. I'll do it again later.
You son of a bitch.
Language.
Set off a booby trap.
Go ahead,
All
go
clear
ahead.
in
Can I
here.
go back in?
Yeah, go.
Is that
There's
another
another
one?
dead body. So it looks like it's a woman of approximately the same age as the guy. She looks incredibly frail, just like very, very frail. And
Do
I
I
mean, you can
recognize
look
her?
further. You wouldn't recognize her, no?
Okay.
Judge Steele, what's in there?
Another dead body. Female.
Okay. I slide my helmet back on. Judge Helix, come in.
That is Helix.
Got 2 corpses in here. One looks like it was killed recently. You might want to
They both look
secure
like
the
they were
area.
killed recently. Sorry.
Yeah, I got eyes on the hallway.
Keep an eye out for anyone trying to run.
Roger that.
I want to check, and I'm looking around on the ground to see if I'm finding any sort of tracks, I guess.
Give me an intuition check.
Would Claire Sentience help with that?
Sure.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. All right.
So you you don't see any types of tracks, but when you look at the body, you can see that the individual was beat to death. Like, it's the gentleman's older. It matches with what you know about Russ for Russ for short. He's a little bit older, and whoever did it, like, went to town on him. Very just brutal killing. There's blood up against the wall, and it doesn't look like there was any defense marks. So there is basically you can tell that his skull was cracked right off the bat, and then he was bludgeoned more and more after that.
Can I search his body?
You find 5 credits.
Oh, nobody's looking.
And a rusty dagger. So on him, I mean, he has the standard stuff, right? Like, he probably has a couple of credits. He has his ID, his ident card, I guess would be what it would be called properly. But nothing else really.
Okay.
I open up the communication so Judge Helix can hear me also. Judges, it looks like this man was brutally beaten to death. There's what appears to be an initial wound in his skull that may have knocked him unconscious, and then he was beaten very violently after that.
One of the perps that we took down earlier today was pretty proficient with bludgeoning weapons. And he was a big guy.
It's true.
Does the body feel pretty cold?
You're asking me?
I feel the body.
Well, yeah, or no, since he's sitting next to him to, like, I guess you do.
It's you're not a coroner, and you're not going to take a core temperature or anything, but the body's been here for at least an hour, maybe 2.
Oh, okay. So it's not going to be that guy then.
This seems more recent, Judge Helix.
Roger.
Oh, well, I think we should start searching the area real quick.
Yeah, it's possible that the killer is nearby still.
Affirm.
Let's search the area. Also search within this apartment for any further clues for this case, and also call up Central.
We got 2 subjects just entered the hallway, 2 females.
Yeah, I'm trying to get...
Roger, Judge Helix.
Pain in my culo right now. Why is this being such an annoyance? Oh, well. Anyways. Yeah, so you definitely see them, and they're not like rushing you or anything, like oh, I'm going to get them. But they're just kind of like looking out like, why are the judges here? Like, what is going on?
Citizens,
kind of
please return to your appropriate blocks.
There's one guy kind of pokes his head out, and he's like, what is going on down there?
Citizens, I repeat, please return to your rooms.
This guy, everybody goes in except for this guy right here. He's still kind of like standing by the door going.
Judge Helix, do you require assistance out there?
We have one subject standing in the hallway refusing to enter his room. I'm going to stand here till you guys finish up in there.
Why don't you push him back in there with your day stick?
Roger.
Give him a little bit of that day stick.
Oh.
Citizen, I do not ask 3 times. Report to your room. And I'm going to gently encourage him to enter his room.
Okay. Helix, actually, all of you, go ahead and roll for initiative.
I just stepped outside in the hall. Do you want me to go back inside?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, man. I forget what initiative is again.
Intuition.
Oh, okay.
And if you have tactics to add to it or something else. I think it's pretty much only tactics unless you have an exploit for something else.
That is.
You get a D6 added to yours, don't you, Helix?
Yeah. I forgot about I keep forgetting about that darn thing. Well, I forgot about it, so obviously it wasn't important enough for me to remember.
You roll 4d6 with your intuition? Wow.
I got tactics.
Oh, okay. Nice.
He's intuitive. We kind of, well, he did. He planned for needing to take that first shot. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So, all right. So, the minute that Helix comes up and starts to pull out his day stick and gets ready to, stick it to him, the guy just goes back into his room and shuts the door.
Thank you. Thank you, citizen. And I'm going to reholster my day stick. And I'm going to check my 6 and report to the guys. The citizen's returned to his room.
Judge Steele, could you please search the room? I'm going to contact Central to get a meat wagon here.
Copy.
Central, this is Judge Null.
This is Central, go ahead.
Central, we're here in this is Judge Null. We're here in the Caesar Chavez block, apartment 6510. I need a meat wagon for 2 corpses.
Roger. We will have a meat wagon inbound.
We're currently investigating the area, trying to find the killer. The death seems to have been recent.
Do you need any type of investigation team from Sector 8 House?
Not currently.
Roger.
Judge Null out.
So I'm going to search the room. Anything that seems like it could be used to be Bash, or even has relations to anything IT or Newmonts.
Okay, do an intuition check. So you start searching the room. Underneath the couch, there's two things that you find during this investigation. In this room, anyways. First off, you find 2 cards that look very similar to the device that Russ put into the computer to cause that crash at Flavy Lake. The other thing that you kind of figure out by looking at things is you recognize what happened to that guy's skull. It looks like it was hit with some type of a club, and the indentation kind of matches with your experience with a day club.
With a what?
With a day stick. With a day stick. Or at least it was very, very similar to that.
So if I pulled out my day stick and was like,
yeah, you kind of
like
matched
not
it up.
touching it,
like,
but it would be
very, very similar.
Like a key.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops.
Oh no. I'm going to slide those out and just set them on the table there, and I'm going to go in the other room and do the same thing.
Okay, go ahead. Do another intuition check.
Oh.
So you notice that there's a body in there? Interestingly, this looks way different. So the other murder, right, was the skull was bashed in, and then the individual was beat to a pulp. This one was, it looks like the woman was sitting up in her bed, and then her throat was slit. It's not, there's no beating, there's no nothing like that.
Just that he was slit.
Just ear to ear, yeah. And it was almost like there's no signs of struggle, There's nothing like it, all the blood is pooled in one location, so it doesn't look like she tried to run or fight back. It was just like she probably didn't even know it was happening.
Does she have an ID card on her?
Yeah, it's Russ's wife. And compared to the picture that you see in there on her ident card, she looks very sickly compared to that.
Judge Steele, did you find anything?
Affirmative. I've got 2 cards. It's going to be similar to the devices Russ put in the computer, caused the crash. It's pretty evident he was either murdered or knocked unconscious with something that is like a day stick or very similar. And in the female body, that's going to be his wife. She had her throat slit. And she looks pretty sick. It's like she's could be suffering some sort of maybe withdrawal or something else.
I'm going to check with the neighbors and see if they heard anything.
Okay. Let's see here. Which neighbor? There's nobody in this one up here. So the last one you saw, there was
the one that shares walls. That the north end of the hallway, is that just a wall that ends there?
Yeah, it continues on to some other place that's not on the map.
Okay, I want to check the next door.
It's an edge that you would fall off and fall 65 stories and die.
Okay.
So nobody responds at this door. Let me see really quick. I need to make this just a little less opaque for myself.
I think a woman came out in 6513 and 6512. Then 2 males came out. One came out of 6516, and the other one, I believe, came out of 6517 was the other male that came out filming us.
Judges, we may want to split up and start to canvass the area, see if anyone saw any unknown person enter this apartment. Get a description, possibly.
Are there cameras in the hallway?
No.
As I step out, I'm going to secure the door with my card.
Now my
okay.
I can tune my military scanner down to just localized areas, so I can see if people are in the rooms that Null's knocking on that they're not answering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. So nobody's in that room that's next door to Russell.
Okay.
You're getting pings on basically all the rooms that you said in this little area. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the only people we're picking up are the ones that seem to have come out nosing around. Judge Null. There was a female in this room here. And right down here is where the one male came out, and a female came out of that one right there, 6513. And then down the hallway here, 6517 is where the resistant subject came out.
All right. I'm going to start knocking on them one at a time to try and get some quick information. Unless judges, you have a different idea we could do.
That sounds appropriate. I'm going to secure the hallway and make sure nobody flees through the doors.
Good idea.
I'm going to keep an eye on my scanner to make sure any of the existing blips don't disappear into other rooms or anything.
Judge Helix, have you seen anyone pass to the elevator? You should secure that exit.
Is that south of us here?
I can get that. He knows what rooms everybody dipped in. I can go to the elevator.
Okay. All right, then I'd just start by knocking on this first door here. 6512, it looks like.
6512.
1512, yeah.
6512. So it's a minute or two, and then the door kind of opens up a little bit, and there's a woman in her early 20s standing there. She kind of looks very meek.
Citizen, did you hear any commotion up the north end of this hallway here, particularly around room 6510?
When?
Within the past few hours.
I
I mean, there's always something going on here at the block, but I didn't hear anything, unusual.
Have you seen any strangers passing through here recently? Possibly.
No. I mean, Russ had a guy that would come see
pull up
him.
my birdie while she's talking.
What's that?
Continue talking, citizen.
Okay.
We're just here to protect.
Well, I mean, Russ had he hasn't been out too much because his wife has cancer, and our
Yes.
our med center here doesn't do real well with that kind of thing. So I know that he's been home quite a bit, and but he's had a couple of visitors stop by.
Do you know any of these visitors, or can you give me a description of them?
Not really. I mean, the one visitor was kind of a big guy. It seemed kind of weird that somebody like that would be going and seeing Russ.
Do an intuition check with your birdie.
Okay.
Are there any security cameras in this hallway at all?
No. Or the ones that there are, they're broke.
And I'm using detect line. I think the birdie adds 1d6, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
You think she's telling the truth?
Okay. All right. If you have nothing else of note to report in the past few hours, citizen, you can step back inside.
No, I don't think I know anything else. I'm sorry.
And what is your name?
My name is Micah.
Micah. Thank you for your time. And I'd step back.
Okay.
And move on to the next door, unless anyone else wants to take the next one.
No, I'm good. I'm just going to keep securing.
Okay. Then I'll move on to 6513, and I still have my birdie out.
Okay. So the door opens, and kind of a gruff-looking guy. He's obviously, if he's not a ganger anymore, he was at one point in time in his life. Kind of like looks at you. He's like, "What?"
What?
Citizen, in the past few hours, have you heard any commotions or strange noises coming from the north end of this hallway, particularly around apartment 6510?
What?
Have there been any loud noises down the hall from you?
Like what?
Answer the question.
I'm trying to answer the question, man. Like what?
Anything within the past few hours.
Well, I mean, I heard the elevator go by probably about 15 minutes ago.
Out of the
That
ordinary.
was do an intuition check with the birdie.
Okay.
This guy's a jerk. I don't like him.
Nah, man. I didn't hear nothing out of the ordinary. Get back in there, Michaela. You see a little girl kind of poke her head out. That was the one that Helix saw. Was looking out. So get back in there.
Have you seen anyone visiting apartment 6510 in the past few hours?
Nah, man.
Thank you for your time, citizen.
Yeah. Whatever.
What is your name?
Hunter.
Hunter. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah.
Now step back.
Okay.
Judges, I'm not really getting anything noteworthy so far.
Okay. Is there any other apartments you want to try? You want me to try?
If you'd like, Judge.
Make Helix do one. I want to mess with him.
Oh no! All right, I'll knock on this. I'll knock on this door.
So, a kind of pudgy guy kind of looks. He's got food on his face, right? Kind of pokes his head out. He's like, "Ain't you the one that told everybody to go inside?"
Yes, I am. I'm asking.
I'm inside.
That's very nice of you. Citizen, have you heard or seen anything unusual coming from the apartment at the far end of the hallway, 6510?
You mean Russ's house?
Yes.
I mean, like, what do you mean by unusual? I mean, his
Any
wife's
unusual-
really sick, man. Like,
Any
you know,
unusual noises, fighting, arguments? Have any judges been here recently?
Judges. No, I think I'd remember a judge coming by. He's had a couple of visitors recently. There was one that's just big guy. He's a big guy. Like, he's just big. Like, and he looked like little, like that guy over in 6513, you know, but
Yeah.
still in it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Have you ever talked
You know,
with
I was
Russ?
going to be a judge.
You were?
Yeah, I was. But I got medically discharged.
Noob's
yeah.
going there. A noob's going there.
Knee problems?
My grade was my grades were too high. I couldn't get in. Yeah.
Oh, we have a couple of guys that are that way.
Yeah. I mean, I
they
have bad
just- they
knees
just-
too,
Oh, yeah.
and I have polyps.
Polyps. Oh, I feel bad for you. Stay away from Chevy's Diner then.
Yeah, I hear that place will make you shit your guts out.
Yeah, don't get the tacos.
No, stay away from them.
Anyway, Citizen, what's your name?
Michael? No, I already have too many Michaels. Andy?
Oh,
All right, Andy. We appreciate your time and obedience.
Citizen, is there anything further you can tell us about the man across the hallway that you'd mentioned?
What, 6513?
Yes.
See, I don't even know that fool's name. Like, he's just an asshole. I don't think he's like into anything anymore. He's got a kid. You know, he sometimes he goes out. I think he does work, but like he's mostly here just taking care of his kid. I mean, he does a pretty. I'm not gonna lie. He's an asshole. Like, he is an asshole, but he's real good with his kid. Like, it's pretty surprising. Like, he's active with her.
Thank you, Citizen. Judge Helix, did you have anything further?
No.
Okay. All right. I'll step away.
Anything else?
One more. No, there was one more subject in 6517 was the subject that came out with the recording device while we were in the hallway that I had to ask nicely to return to his room. If you want to let Steele talk to him, he has a way with those type of people.
Judge
Oh,
Steele,
yeah,
I'll take your post.
okay. This was 6517.
Yeah.
You're not
Do
going
I
to the door?
see Judge Lane over there?
What? What are you talking about? There's no Judge Lane anywhere.
Oh,
So you knock on
there's
the
a
door
token
and
there.
oh yeah, sorry, that was an error. So he's up here.
Oh, oops.
He went down to 6517.
Yeah, that was my
So-
fault.
Sorry.
Kind of scrawny looking guy, kind of pokes his head out. He's like, "What?"
You seen any thing out of the ordinary lately?
I see you.
Okay. Anything
You're out of the
before me?
ordinary. What?
How about before me?
I mean, there was some asshole here yelling at me to get back in my room.
Okay. How about before us three judges arrived?
I mean, you know, that kind of information, you know, that you gotta grease the wheels a little bit for that.
The only wheels that'll be greased are yours. You can answer the question, citizen.
Judge, I know you ain't got nothing on me, so I know my rights.
I just appreciate you answer the questions, and
I'll
leave you back
answer
to bed.
the question, but that requires some money, man. Come on. You see how broke I am? Look at where I'm living. Ain't nobody want to live in Cesar Chavez block.
Well, today's your unlucky day. I'm not going to pay you anything.
Oh, well, I guess I ain't got nothing to say to you then, Judge. I'm going back
So then I'm
inside.
going to push him against his wall with on his chest.
Okay, either do a charisma, yeah, we'll say, no, not or, do a charisma check to intimidate him. Why is your dice pool so sucky?
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't know. I rolled intimidation with charisma.
He's getting pushed up against the wall, and he's like, help! Help! I'm being repressed! He's infringing on my rights! This judge is infringing on my rights! He's infringing on my rights! Help! 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 Help!
I let him scream.
So at about that time, you hear a voice.
Oh God! Look who it is.
Steele's favorite.
What the hell is going on?
Judge Lane, it's great to see you.
Judge Null, great to see you. I see that you're in a random block inside of my sector, now beating up my citizens.
I assure you our investigations are not random. We came here completely by choice. We found that one of the employees from Flaview has been murdered recently, within the past few hours.
Yeah, I got a call about that. One of the Russ and his wife were found dead.
Yes.
Who called you? Oh, never mind. I'm not down there.
You gonna ask who called? No.
I assume that Central contacted you?
Yes, they did. And I was getting ready to go off of service for the evening, and now I'm stuck here again.
I'm sorry. Being a new judge, I'd like to understand why Central would send you for this procedure. For my learning purposes, Judge Lane.
Where does Russ work?
At Flaview,
Right. And where have I seen you? Every single time I've seen you?
In Sector 8.
Dealing with something to do with Flaview Lake. They have been informed to let me know anytime that there is a call about Flaview Lake or any of the other issues that's arose with it. There we go. That's good words.
Okay, that's very good to know, Judge Lane. Is there anything we can assist you with here? I'd like to remind you that we're here investigating because of the death of judges.
I'm well aware of why you're here, Judge Null. I would also like to remind you that this is not your sector.
Of course.
And I have been to more calls now dealing with the four of you. Where's the third one? Where's the fourth one at?
He was pulled away for side judge duties.
He's not hiding in here somewhere?
No.
Maybe in your ass.
Huh.
What'd you
Someone in the
say?
hallway said something.
We're coming to an end on the investigation in this block. I don't believe we're finding any leads so far.
The meat wagon's inbound. Did you find anything useful in there?
Not so far. None of the neighbors of Russ seem to be talking.
Can you let that citizen go? Oh, it's Steele.
Yeah,
I should have
push him back towards his room.
I should have known.
I push him back towards his room and I kind of ignore her and I walk back towards the apartment.
I gotta go.
And I just pick up the 2 cards and I walk back out.
Okay.
That's all.
Oh, okay.
We didn't find anything within Russ's apartment other than his body and that of his wife's.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you need to do here, or I'll take over the investigation again before I go off shift?
I know, Judge Lane, you already followed up with us on the perps that were taking away for jumping. Did you get any further information from Judge Solo about the device that he had retrieved from
The
Flavia
device
Lake?
that he had retrieved.
Yes.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Do an intuition check.
Yes. Hold that birdie up too.
Dude, if you hold a birdie up to her, she's gonna shoot you. No,
I mean, I don't know how actively you probably have to have the birdie like actually up and actively used, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Not just like
Well,
happen to have it out.
There's no way I can
Like-
conceal it while he's
like
talking.
this one, like this one.
All right, I'm going to
No.
use detect lie with that though, if that's okay.
Yeah, have at it.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Oh no.
She is totally telling the truth.
Totally
Everything.
telling the truth. Tubular.
You
Since
have-
I
you
moved
have
down there,
no-
I moved
Yeah.
down there for that conversation, and I obviously would have picked up the words that were coming out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Do I believe her?
I don't know. Do you believe her? Give me an intuition check, and we'll see if you believe her or
I
not.
think she's a liar.
And it's going to be at a higher difficulty.
Okay.
Luck dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do me a luck.
I'm gonna do it.
good luck, die.
Okay, there's that. Navigation. Okay. Oh, come on.
Totally
Oh, my
believe her.
one didn't go through.
Everything that she said, you totally 100% believe.
My luck didn't go through, I don't think.
Oh, okay. We'll go ahead and roll it then. Actually, yeah, no, it didn't. Go ahead and roll 1d6. You still totally believe her.
Oh. Good.
Yeah.
Judge Lane, are you aware that Judge Solo was visiting Flavia Lake again yesterday after we left and you left?
Do you have your helmet on?
No, I don't. I wouldn't put it on until the combat is happening. Is that out of character?
Yeah. Because I didn't go.
Do you have your helmet on?
I went. Do you have your helmet on? You get an uneasy feeling from her as she says,
Oh, shit.
Solo. He went back?
Yes. Undeniably,
I
we
had-
have proof of this.
What proof do you have?
We have proof, Judge Lane. We've seen it.
I'm not liking this tone that you're getting. As new judges, I would really hope
Lane, we saw it on the cameras.
you saw it on the cameras. What cameras?
Judge Lane, I don't want to imply anything at all, and that's why I'm simply asking if Judge Solo has this device that I'm talking about and whether or not you were aware he has it.
I don't believe that I have to answer that unless you're SJS, but I don't know what device you're speaking of. I do not know that he returned, and I don't like how you're implying things against my sector's judges and myself.
Judge Lane, I'm not trying to imply anything at all. I'm just following procedure in this investigation.
The minute that a judge starts to question another judge, and I've been on the streets longer than you've probably been alive, there's a tone that comes along with it. There is a difference between asking questions and questioning, and you are questioning me right now.
Judge Lane, we should always be opening to questioning each other and ourselves.
We should be open to questioning each other, but not to the questioning of integrity. When you ask me, did you know? that implies you are going against my integrity, and that is not something I will put up
He
with.
was just simply confirming. He didn't know if you knew. That's all.
I'm sorry, were we talking to you?
I'm right here. Yeah, I'm part of the conversation.
I love Steel.
Listen, Judge Steele, the adults are having a conversation, so I would appreciate it if you just shut up.
Judge Lane,
Thank
there's
you.
no need for
I know that you're not
such
even
violence of
going to
words.
step. I know that you're not even going to try and accuse me of running my mouth when you have that judge who probably shouldn't have made it through academy sitting here running his mouth.
Judge Lane, this time calls for cool tempers.
Did you read that in a book somewhere and you're quoting it to me now?
Of course not.
Well, then I
Judge
would,
Lane, you were telling me that anything happening at Flaview, like, you are to be contacted. You seem to be surprised by what I'm telling you about Judge Solo.
I am very surprised about what you're telling me with Judge Solo.
Is Judge Solo following up on investigations of his own?
Well,
Again,
are you following up on an investigation of your own? We're all following up on investigations.
Yes.
What's your docket look like?
I apologize for the line of questioning here, but I'm just confused because you're telling me that you're the sole judge assigned to anything Flaview-like, but Judge Solo was there on his own, and there was some camera feed whenever he started doing his activity there that was cut out.
So you're telling me that you don't have camera evidence. You have evidence of a feed going bad whenever he should or should not have been there. Who told you that he was there?
Oh, we saw him. It just cut after we saw him.
You
do a charisma check because that's a lie.
Out of character, we forgot to take a copy of that footage, so that could be deleted. That's
all right. So where's my child? I'm not adding a luck to this one.
Okay.
I don't know how this works.
The luck die was in there this time.
Okay.
Judge Lane, is there?
No. We're done now. You are questioning my integrity in my sector with how many years I have on the streets. You are new. Your friend is lying to a fellow judge. We're done. I'm contacting your supervisor.
Of course, Judge Lane, do what you must.
It's spelled S-T-E-E-L.
And you can bet that I'm definitely going to be speaking to him about your activities, Judge Steele.
Have him check into yours as well.
I'm sorry?
Yep. No, you said the conversation's done. All right, boys, it's time to get out of here.
Judge Lane, is there anything else we can assist with before we leave?
Yeah, you can get out of my sector.
No.
Actually, you know what? You come with me. I got a better idea of how to handle this.
Who? All of us?
All of you.
Where are we going?
Don't worry about it.
Oh. Then
Well,
guess I'm
Judge
not
Lane,
coming.
we all have jobs to do. If you don't explain to us where we're going and whether or not it's worth our time.
I'm not asking you. You're in my sector. I will get all the authorization I need. You're going to come talk to me right now. We're gonna go. We're
course.
gonna go handle this.
Of course, just allow me to contact our our squad leader, and I will follow you.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna like step a little bit of ways and call Judge Sanchez. Judge Sanchez, this is Judge Null. Are we just getting static? Judge Sanchez, this is Judge Null. Judges, he's not coming through.
Okay.
Seems to be some interference. Judge Lane, do you often get interference in your communications here?
There it is. In some of these blocks, when we're in the central area, it has a tendency to, but not too often. Hold on. I'm having communications difficulties too right now.
Central, come in. This is Judge Null. Central, we're having some communication issues here in the Cesar Chavez block. Is there anything you can tell us about that? Are there any outages or power lines down in our area?
Central. Dad.
I'm not able to communicate with Central either.
This is what happened the other day when, after our incident outside of Lady Lake or Booger Hunt.
Are you guys done?
Yes, we have no other option. Let's go.
Hello.
And I believe that is where we will stop for today. So tune in next week, and the judges will continue with their investigation. Do you guys have anything else you want to add before we head out?
Oh, can't wait to follow Lane wherever she's taking us.
He really enjoys your company.
She does. You know, I think there's a... Should ask for her number.
Yeah, you know, because judges are totally allowed to have extra. I bet you she really go for that too. So for those who've been watching, we appreciate you taking the time to stop in. We'll see you on the street,
Grunt,
citizens.
Thank you for those gift subs.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Very much.
I'm going to put us on to credits, and then we're going to do a raid, like we always do at the end of our.
Let's do the raid.
So, and away.